How's it going, everyone? We're going to be reviewing another awesome Lego set today. Today we've got the Fauna Collection Tiger from Lego Art. This is set 31217 with 744 pieces, and it did retail for $64.99. But if you're a Barnes & Noble member and you buy it at Barnes & Noble like I did, you could get it for 10% off. It's a really interesting concept for an art piece. You can put it on the wall like that, or you can display it with the stand it has built into the back, so you could put it on a desk. You can also remove all the flowers from the sides, so you can display it with the flowers or without. And it is 12 inches wide by 8 inches tall, so it is a pretty good size for this thing. But without further ado, let's get right into the build for this thing. This set was just awesome to make. I wouldn't really say it's necessarily an 18 plus set like the box implies. It was a pretty simple build overall, but I think it is a great display piece, and it's something that I'm very glad to add to our collection. For my first impressions, I just love the colors of this thing. I mean, it's got the bright orange for his face, and I like all the brown tiling they've got with the white there. It really pops out. Then we've got his yellow eyes there. I will show how it was during the build. It was nightmare fuel before you covered up his eyes with that curved white plate there, but I think it looks great now that it is covered. You can see it's got the nice curved tiles to make up his mouth and his nose there. And then we've got a bunch of unique flower builds all around the outside of the build that can actually be moved around. As you can see, they all are built similarly using these bricks right here that attach into these white pieces. And there are some on each side that aren't being used. And in the manual, it shows that you can move them around. So I think it is cool that you can sort of customize it however you want. And it did also mention that you could get other botanical sets and get the elements from those and stick it in there. So maybe I'll try to do that as well. We'll see. But as you can see when we're taking a look at it from the back, it does have that special piece that allows you to hang it from the wall, or it has this stand built into it so you could display it on a table like this. This stand honestly is so satisfying, like the way it snaps together. This is just a perfect fit. Let's take a look at this. And yeah, there's the back, completely flush, so if you mount this to the wall, you're going to have no issues at all. I actually am planning to mount this to the wall myself, but after seeing it with the stand, I think this would look great on a shelf displayed up on the stand like that. And since I have this gap up here, I'm definitely going with mounting it to the wall. You can see the gap up there near the parrots. And then we also do have this tiger set, so I'm planning on hanging this one up in the gap there, and then I'll shift these around, put the tiger on the right side so they're next to each other. I think that's going to look great. And I think overall this set is just super colorful and a really unique piece to add to your collection. I think the face looks great, and I like the way it's really smooth, and it does have some exposed studs, but it kind of works. The most exposed studs are white, and it sort of works as the tiger's fur. And then it does have some black ones there, but overall just super smooth. And then it does use a lot of these angled pieces sort of for the fur around the face. I think that looks great. And I also like the ears as well. Let's take a look at them from the side. You can sort of move them a little bit. And yeah, this thing is just looking great. I think this is one of my favorite art sets that they've done recently. Let me sort of focus on all the flowers one by one. I'm not sure the exact names for all these, but this pink one was pretty cool with the hot pink in the middle, and then these sort of half circle round pieces all around the side. And then all the builds sort of use the same leaf technique that was pretty cool. This is a newer piece that I've seen in a lot of the newer sets that I really like, and also that like sort of, it was a piece before, but now it's shorter. That one I've seen utilized in a lot of the newer sets. But this plant is cool as well, the little yellow dome pieces. Then on this side we've got the purple flowers with the yellow in the middle. Then we've got these with like the baby blue minifig head pieces on there. Then we've got this little basic yellow one down here. This is probably my least favorite out of all the flowers offered in this one. And I don't know how well this comes across in the videos, but this build is pretty solid. It's kind of heavy when I hold it with one hand. And so I think it is worth the $60. I'm not sure what you think. Let me know if you think this should be cheaper or if you're okay with the price on this one. I think I would definitely recommend picking it up on sale or finding it on Barnes & Noble if you could, so you could pay a little bit less. But I'm really happy with this set overall. And with the way they've marketed it as the Fauna Collection on the box, I really hope this is the first in a series of builds we get like this. I really like the previous parrots they did as wall art. I think that was really creative, and the way that the branches are kind of 3D off the wall was cool. So I hope we get more builds, maybe in this style. That would be cool to see other animals. So I'm really excited to see what Lego's got coming. And then I also kind of want to showcase how easy it is to remove these. So you just pop that piece off right there, and all of these flowers are kind of built like that. So you could rearrange this however you want. Or like I said at the beginning, you could display this thing without any of the flowers on it. If you just wanted the tiger, you could totally display it like that too. And here's a look at that tiger face without any of the flowers on it. Yet again, I just think this build was really nice, and I like the way they used all these angled pieces, and I think all the layers of it really helped them get the shape of the face and make it look 3D a little bit off the wall. So that is a really cool set in my opinion, and I'm really happy that I picked this one up. So yeah, that's about all I have to say about this one. I think overall it was a really fun build to put together. I think it looks great on display. And last thing we should do is put it up on the wall to see how it looks up there with the rest of our sets. Oh yeah, first look of it on the wall. I think it looks great up there. I will say, seeing it up there on the wall, I think the flowers and the green and the pops of color up there really help with the set. I think if it was just the tiger, it would maybe be missing something. So I think the flowers are a great touch. And I am so happy with the way that looks with the rest of our sets on the wall. This whole wall I have over here is kind of all of our animals. And I had been saving that space up here, just hoping that they made something else after they released these parrots. I was like, please. And so as soon as I saw this, I knew it would be great. And I am just overjoyed with how perfect the fit was, because I was a little stressed initially that this was going to be too big to fit up here. But I think it looks great, and I think it's great to have it with the tiger we have over here. Oh, there's his face. All right, that just about does it for this video. I think this was an awesome set, and I'm super happy with the way it looks in our collection. I'd probably give it about an 8 or 9 out of 10 if I had to rate it upon my initial thoughts. So let me know down in the comments what you think of this set, and make sure to like, subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you in our next video.